Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Forever Stranded with Arturio Emerys. Okay, so just a quick look around. I'll show what I've been working on lately. I've been trying to upgrade these solars a little bit at a time, and in order to do that I have to go out and hunt Enderman, and I need Enderman heads for various things. So I made this steel cleaver, and while it helps, it's not, you get a tremendous amount of zombie heads for some reason. Oh geez, you get like maybe every other zombie you seem to get a zombie head, but it doesn't work anywhere near as often on the Enderman. But I have had a couple of blood moons in a row and kind of been every night going out and hunting, and I managed to get a supply of them. But off camera, again, that quest I'm not going to finish. Tinka Pow, I need to do the second half of these, which requires Dragon's Breath, which means I need to get into Woot. The reactor stuff, I'll probably do that at some point. I have started preparing for it. I'm cooking the graphite that you need to make a lot of the basic items. But I was going to look at some of the other quests that I have not started yet. Like Collector. In order to do Collector, we need an object submission station to kick off the Collector quests. So let's see what it takes to make that. It's actually not difficult at all. Very, very easy. And now that that's done, you don't even get a reward for it. It's so easy, which kind of makes sense. But now it begins unlocking all of this other stuff. And it primarily unlocks the dirt quest where it wants 1,000,000 dirt. Okay. That's kind of a big ask. And these other things, you can't even look at them to see what it's asking for until you get 1,000,000 dirt. So, I mean, I do have some auto dirt production going, but it's slow. There's not a lot. As part of upgrading the solar panels upstairs, I also upgraded the power system here. These are all vibrant capacitors, which are the highest tier. And there's actually 10 of them. You can only see 9, but there's a 10th one up there. And the output for the... there's an ender chest on top of the chopper up there. I forgot where I put it. Now the bad thing about that is that means that, oops, broke that glass, is I have to figure out a way to get logs to the system that's producing the stone axes, but I may redo that in an entirely different way. I may have auto crafting happen down here and then maybe use a transceiver or something to get axes and saplings up to the chopper, and maybe even the planter that I have up there. But none of this works anymore, so I'm going to get rid of all of this. And the reason is because I'm going to start at some point using logs to produce dirt. So that means I'll have to use pulverizers to turn the logs into, I keep tearing up my ceiling there, into sawdust, which I can feed into a barrel system and it'll produce dirt that way. So I already have the cactus automatically producing dirt for me, but that's relatively slow. I don't want to expand that system because cactus farms are notoriously lag-inducing. So I don't want to do that. I do have the perimeter, which does a pretty good job of producing flesh. I don't have that set up to auto-feed, but I can without tremendous difficulty. Alright, and let's patch these holes here. There we go. I got one left over. Why do I have one left over? That's why. Okay, so now you can see the battery system. At some point I may expand it, but it's very expensive to make these. Part of the reason I was able to do this was because I had 36 of the basic tier of capacitors. So if you take 36 and combine them into the mid tier, you get 18. If you take the 18 and combine those into the high tier, you get 9. And then I just made a 10th one without even making the intermediate ones. So, is that all my... Oh, okay, they're all slightly different. Now, I think these all have octadic capacitors in them, so I could dig the octadic capacitors out and maybe do something with them, but I'll worry about that later. All right, the next thing that I wanted to look at is Moving Worlds, the Hollow Projector, which kicks off this quest line. I don't think this one is particularly difficult. I may already have some of those. Yeah, I've got what it takes to make that, so that's not bad at all. You get half a heart and a loot chest, and you get to choose an item placeholder. I'm going to pick those. I don't really know why. Let's see what's in the loot chest. 30 grass, another useless reward. Okay, so the next one that needs to be unlocked is this, is a small plate presser and a lever. Well, I may have a lever in here. I do. A small plate presser is basically a piston and some iron. So that's easy enough. It's not accepting the lever. Okay, and now it accepted it. Except it's not showing that. It won't let me claim that. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to make a lever. Which is easy enough to do. There we go. So it would be nice if they set it up in such a way so that if you went up, you got loot chests that might be better rather than the really crappy ones. And again, I don't know why I'm saving these. It's kind of interesting how this small plate presser thing works. I'm trying to remember if you put the block there and flip it. Yep, that's how it works. You get these iron plates, and you can do that with other metals. It's interesting. It's relatively simple to do. Oh, I didn't mean to grab all of those. An electric arc furnace. Solar panels, actually additions. Somebody had suggested that these ones are better, but I don't know. Maybe they're cheaper. Crystallizer. Yeah, this is all into advanced rocketry. Let's see how difficult these are. An output hatch. Machine structure is not horrible. Iron plates. Let's see if I can just... I'm betting I'm going to need more of those. An input hatch. Where's an input hatch? Input hatch. Okay. Can do that too. A power input plug. A block of gold. I hate this particular bug. It won't let you go to other pages. It comes back to the first page. Okay, we'll try it this way. Power input plug, small battery. Can I make that? No, I don't have any tin plates. Let's see. So I do have some tin blocks. So let's go make use of this handy dandy thing over here. And yep, 16 of them, because you get 4 for each block. Forgot what I was making. A power input plug. So I need 4 of these. And then a block of gold, an electric arc furnace, and a heat-proof brick. I'm missing just a couple of those. All right. And then electric arc furnace. What does that take? Oh, this one may be a little bit tougher. Or maybe not. Fortunately, I cooked some cactus earlier. So now I should be able to make that. A user interface. I think I can make those. What am I missing? Copper dust. Is that? Yeah, okay, so that's that one control circuit. That's the control circuit board, and then we need an item IO board, which takes gold powder. I'm just going to do a couple of these. Another blood moon. So I'm missing nether brick. There we are. And then last, I need that. So now I get 2 of these solar panels, and that didn't really unlock anything else. Oh, that's interesting. Some of these other quests require the same items, but I need a lathe and a motor. Okay, I cut away real quick to make some of the stuff off camera that we needed for the lathe. So I should have, I think I should have everything. Yeah, okay. And then we needed to make a motor, and I think I made those ingredients too. Oh, I did not make the steel rods, but those are quick. All right. So that's all of those. Loot chests as a reward, which I'm not a fan of. Oh, wow. Ice cubes, well, those are somewhat useful. And then a rolling machine and an advanced motor. Rolling machine. Okay, I need an advanced motor and a fluid input hatch. I do, advanced motor. And then I need a fluid input hatch, which is that right there, which that's easy enough to make. And that should be everything. Wow. Yeah, that's useful-ish. All right, are there any other ones that I can do quickly? A crystallizer and a quartz crucible. I think the quartz crucible is really easy. I think you make a crucible. Oh, no, I guess that is not a quartz crucible. Oh, I was close. So that's part of it. And then a crystallizer. There we go, crystallizer. Oh, there's another step. It wants a silicone boule. So it wants me to make some silicon. Crystallizer. Takes 15 seconds. Right, yeah, we're gonna do that later. I'm gonna have to figure out how to use that. So we'll do that off camera, and that'll be part of next episode, or maybe I'll do it between episodes. But anyway, that's the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it and got some good information out of it. Some of those early advanced rocketry quests, you can move through them very, very quickly. If you have, you know, a big supply of materials and you're kind of all set up for everything. So just kind of keep that in mind. But if this video helped you at all, it would be great if you could leave a like on it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it would be even better if you could subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them on YouTube and I will respond to them when I can. Thank you for watching. This is Arturio Emerys signing out.